But happy. It's a nice rainy day, but I don't really like the rain. But it is what it is. But it's still a good day. You already know it's your boy Manny.
It's your boy Sean.
And welcome to What's the Word Sports Podcast. You already know your favorite guys in the house. Well, let's kick to the chase. Ain't no time to waste time. We got some pretty topics to discuss, ain't it, brother?
Yeah, we do. We
Let's
do.
get to it. Gotta get to it, brother. Gotta get
Yeah.
to it.
Well, as first, let's talk about the one receiver that's been in a lot of legal trouble. Stephon Diggs. You
Hot topic.
know, he's been in court and he was found not guilty. I mean, he's still a free agent right now. Do you think him being not guilty will affect him being able to possibly be on another team?
Um, yes and no. The no, I feel like that. Yeah, I guess when it comes to like Stephon Diggs, I mean, we all know that he is, I guess, the wide receiver of drama.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? And a lot of teams don't really want that type of drama in their organization. So I guess it all depends. I guess if a team that he really wants to go to, I think with the whole legal situation that just transpired with him, and especially with him assaulting a woman and all that, that's very very serious. And I know the NFL take that very very seriously. And so depending on what type of team that he wants to go, I feel like that now he's a free agent. He don't have the control of where he want to go. And now at this point, because of what happened with him, I feel like that if people is going to take him, he's going to have to start from scratch. He's got to literally work his way up, because his value kind of declined in New England, because of the production that he did, not only in Buffalo but in New England,
Hmm.
and not really producing the way that he was supposed to produce in the Super Bowl, when they really needed him the most. And then all that drama with Cardi B and all that stuff that really kind of affected him playing, you know what I mean? Then also affected the team as well. And
Hmm.
so but then also, you got to look at Stephon. Is he going to be focused on football? I think after this whole situation, he got to leave them chicks alone. He got to leave those chicks alone. He got to focus on. He got to focus on what he got to do, and that's football. Stephon, he's been getting in trouble with so much stuff, and he really need to chill and really just focus on football and really just focus on himself and heal his own self. And I think if he does that, I think he can get back to, I think, the type of player that we all know and love, and not just the guy that we look at him now as just a clown. You know what I mean? In the media and all that stuff. You feel me?
Yeah. I don't know. Like when it comes to Stephon Diggs, it's weird because yeah, like I agree with you. He is a diva, and he has his name just been in a lot of things, especially with all the baby mamas he has. I don't know.
Crazy. That's
All the
crazy.
all the baby mamas he has is back to back to back. It is crazy. Yo, what's up?
What's
But
going
yeah,
on?
that's crazy. But then at the same time, I feel like he's low key was a good leader for the Patriots as
Hmm.
far as the young wide receivers. I feel like he was a good leader on the field, not off the field, but on the field. So I don't know. I agree that he's gonna have to like take some type of cut. I don't think he's gonna be able to get the money that he think he's gonna get.
Yeah.
But I do think he'll go to a team that he wants to go on. But I don't think he'll get paid as much. If that makes sense. The only way I can see him getting paid like a good amount is if he go to one of these teams like maybe like the Raiders, a team that don't have a receiver. But
Mm.
Stephon Diggs is in that point of his career where he wants to win a Super Bowl. So I feel like he's more than likely going to try to go to a contender.
Well, I can understand that, but at the same time, what kind of contender team that they want to take Stephon Diggs? I mean, remember, when you take a Stephon Diggs, you taking all the drama, all the
Mhm.
craziness, all the stuff. I mean, if he changed, I don't know if he did, but that's what he is viewed to the public. You know what I mean? and and it's nothing wrong with him being part of a championship contender team.
Hmm.
Because I feel like that he can still play at a high level.
Hmm.
Um, but it's all about his value and what he kind of put on himself to kind of say, okay, look, he's a good wide receiver, but can we trust him not just inside but outside? To create more like drama in the locker room. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like you know what I mean. The New England Patriots, they didn't trade them; they released them. They
yeah.
released the man.
Well, I
Yeah,
will say I do think him being not guilty will play a good role. That's gonna be a positive thing for him. Because if he would have had that, if he would have been found guilty, he probably wouldn't have been back in the league. More than likely.
he probably back in the league, but it'll be probably a real
Um,
while.
he old.
Oh yeah.
I mean, well, not old, but he's on the older side, so he doesn't have that. His window is closing. So him being not guilty, I think that benefits him as far as him being able to find a job. But it's kind of leads to the next question of what team do you think is his best fit?
Well, I mean, like you said, I guess it all depends on where he's looking at, and I think right now what he's looking at is title contenders. If you look, if we're going by title contenders, um, the Baltimore Ravens can be an option for him.
Hmm.
Um, he can go back to Buffalo.
Hmm.
I think Buffalo be a good fit for him. Who else? Um, I thought about this.
Hmm.
I thought about this. It's kind of up in the air. I'm not sure yet, but I'm just gonna throw this out there. Probably the Eagles. But the
Yeah,
thing about it is like,
yeah, I don't think that.
yeah, we already had a drama queen wide receiver. We don't need no more. And so, you know what I
Not
mean?
not only that though. Look at we added too many receivers. I don't think adding Stephon Diggs would make any sense for us specifically because you gotta remember
Veteran
Lemon,
presence.
Lemon, Lemon, and Smitty. Those are your two guaranteed starters right there.
But
But then
veteran
we
presence though.
veteran presence. I don't think he's the one though.
Mm,
You said it yourself that he's not really a good role model off the field. So you feel me? So is that the veteran presence that we need? I mean, all of our veterans have been Eagle greats or just great players on and off the field.
you're right.
You don't really see too many Eagles players get into any court cases. You feel me? So,
You're right. You're right though. I mean, yeah. I mean, well, yeah. I just kind of threw that in the air, but yeah. But the Ravens, the Bills, who else? Okay, he can go as a contender team. He can go back to Minnesota.
mm, I thought about that. He could, but the only thing with Minnesota is I feel like he would have to see Kyler Murray first. If Kyler Murray is going to truly be him.
Uh, I feel you on that. Yeah, yeah. He can go there, or um, I would say the Chiefs, but I don't see that happening. But
Mhm.
yeah, that's probably like the two teams that I can see him go to: the Ravens or back to the Bills.
Mm.
If you're talking about contenders for a championship, yeah.
Okay, I actually like the two teams that you said, but I'm gonna go a different route just to make it a little bit more interesting.
Mm,
Say the Rams because the Rams was looking for a receiver. They couldn't get AJ. So Stephon Diggs is still available. Maybe you get Stephon Diggs. And then another team, I'm gonna throw a shot in the dirt. I'm gonna say the Cowboys. I think I feel like he's just like his whole personality is just a Dallas. It's just having that diva, just having problems. It just screams Dallas to me.
I don't think it'd be a fit for Dallas.
I don't know. I'm also considering. I don't think the whole George Pickens thing is set in stone.
Oh yeah. I
You
think he's
feel
gonna
me?
be gone.
Yeah, so I'm thinking with that too. So Pickens go, you have a open spot right there. So I think Stephon Diggs can come in.
If you're talking about like a three wide receiver wide out, so that Prescott can spread the ball even more. I could agree with you on that. I don't think that he's the long term like solution. Like if you
No,
need him,
no, no, not long term.
oh, okay. Well,
No,
like
I
you
mean,
know what
but
I mean. Like
Dallas think they're in win now mode. So they feel like they can win the championship today. So just going on, I'm just gonna put myself in Jerry's shoes. Jerry knows think that he can. Jerry Jones thinks he can win the championship today.
he need a
So off of
defense.
that, he do, he do. But if they get rid of George Pickens, yeah, I'm pretty sure Stephon Diggs will be one of those people that he think could just fit in and just help contribute.
I mean, yeah, I feel like that Diz can be that third wide receiver option. You know what I mean? I do believe that. I think if you add him to the mix, it'll make the Dallas Cowboys a lot more dangerous than
Mm,
I mean. I mean, it was already dangerous. I mean, we seen last year what George Pickens did with CeeDee Lamb. They was pretty
mhm.
dangerous. You know what I mean? We couldn't really find. There's very few teams that really have two lockdown receivers, you know what I mean, to lock those two guys up. You know what I mean? Then
Yeah,
now, in the free agency, the top wide receivers have been going to different places, pairing up with a different wide receiver and all that type stuff.
yeah.
Like Jamar Chase and Higgins. You talking about the other I forgot the other wide receiver for the 49ers, but him and
Ayuk,
huh?
Brandon Ayuk.
No, the other one. Cause
Um, not Debo.
no, not Debo. Debo went to Washington.
Yeah.
It's another wide
Not
receiver. I forgot his name. Huh?
not Jennings. Not Jennings.
Jennings.
Not Pearson.
Yeah, yeah. The number one, the number one wideout. I think it was Jennings, I believe.
Yeah, I think it was Jennings. He went to a different team though, I
Oh,
think.
got you. Well, then I can't use him as an example. But yeah, like Dallas, like George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb, the people from Denver. Now they
Yeah.
added Waddle. You know what I mean? I think if you add Diggs to the mix, I definitely made the offense a lot more dangerous. A lot
No,
more
it
dangerous.
would. But I don't think Stephon Diggs want to be a third option as well.
That
I
too.
think I think he would rather be the number one option, but I think he could settle for being a number two. I don't think he wants to be no number three though.
Well, then, if that's the case, if you want to be a wide receiver number two, um, then mm, my guess with the best fit for him will probably be the Bills or the Baltimore,
Yeah, I agree. I think the Bills would be perfect scenario for him.
especially they add DJ Moore to the mix. You add him with Stephon Diggs, that'd be
Yeah,
nice.
'cause I feel like both him and DJ Moore is kind of can be a one or two.
Yeah.
I don't know if DJ Moore has been a number one in his career, but I don't know if he still is a number one to me. I feel like he's kind of like a two,
Hmm.
but he can have number one stat games. So it'll be interesting to see where he goes.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Yeah, absolutely. And for those of y'all that listening and tuning in, we talking about Stephon Diggs and what's the best fit for him as a team since he's a free agent. What do you think is best fit for him heading into this year football season? Yeah, no, but we're gonna see. We're gonna monitor Stephon Diggs, and hopefully he's on the right path, and hopefully he has the right round of people around him to guide him in the right direction. Because he's been dealing with a whole lot of trouble and stuff, and he's too good of a talent to let go. You know what I mean, or to get in trouble, and stuff like that. And so I just hope that he, with the right team, with the right people, to help him focus and to show him what's the bigger picture. You know what I mean? And and leave them damn chicks alone, man, because they nothing but trouble. But moving on to another topic that's pretty hot. You know, we're still gonna be on NFL. You know, but this is a hypothetical question,
Mhm.
topic, question though. But I want you to answer, and I want everybody else to answer this if you want to answer it. But question, bro, do you think that Jordan Love can ever be an elite quarterback or take Green Bay to a Super Bowl?
Um, elite, no, but I do think he can take them to the Super Bowl. The thing I don't think Jordan Love will ever be a elite to me. I think I don't know. It's just something about him. Like I feel like he'll be a good player in the league,
Mm,
but elite is just it's not the word. And I don't know, maybe it's because they don't have a true number one receiver. Is they really a wide receiver committee? Or if it's because Josh Jacobs take a lot of the load off of him. But I can't see him really being elite until for him to be elite to me, he would have to win like a bunch of awards or a Super Bowl. But I do think he could win the Super Bowl because I think that defense could carry him. I do think the Green Bay Packers have a nice defense.
mm,
Not only do they have a nice defense, but Josh Jacobs is a great running back.
yeah,
So I mean,
well, stud.
we seen the Eagles do it. With the Saquon having a great rushing year and the
Mhm.
defense playing great, and then Hurts stepping up in the Super Bowl. I feel like I feel like Jordan Love has the ability to do that, but of course everybody can't have a season like Saquon.
Right.
So that's the only thing. That's why I do feel like they're gonna win the Super Bowl though, one day.
Mm, yeah, I feel you. Yeah, yeah, same thing goes here. I don't feel like that Jordan Love will ever be an elite quarterback in this league. Good quarterback, yeah. Possibly probably a great quarterback. I do believe that he has the talent to be a starter quarterback, no doubt about it. Um, but I don't think like when it comes to elite, like when you come in, I mean, you got to look at his track record. Scratch all the accomplishments. What does he really have beaten? Like type quarterbacks, is he really beating the kind of really good top quarterbacks in this league? And
Hmm.
every time I turn around, he loses to Jalen Hurts. Every time I turn around, he loses to um, Matthew Stafford. Every time I turn around, he losing to uh, um, Josh Allen. You know what I mean? Like like with Jordan Love, he hasn't really shown me or proved to me that he can beat those top quarterbacks in this league. And for that alone, I just feel like that. Like I mean, he does bring a competition, but it's not really. I mean, it's not really as the competition that everybody like. I guess would like to see out of Jordan Love. I do believe that Jordan Love is a good talent. Um, you know what I mean? He has a squad that is assembled around him that is pretty nice. You know, the defense just is elite. Their offense, you know, like you just said, with Josh Jacobs, is phenomenal. They got their wide receivers and stuff like that. But I don't think when it comes down to the nitty gritty, when it's all said and done, I don't think Love can get the job done. When you going against, like I said, like if it's a playoff game and he's
Hmm.
on the road and he's facing Matthew Stafford or you know what I mean, or Jalen Hurts, and he
Hmm.
needs a winning drive. I don't think that he'll be able to get that job done. Um, Super Bowl, I don't know. I don't know. I just don't see it. In Love. I don't know. So he gotta be really, really lucky to go to the Super Bowl. I'm not even gonna hold you. You got to Jalen Hurts got to be hurt. Matthew Stafford got to be hurt. The top people in the NFC got to be hurt in order for them to
Well,
have a chance to go to the
you
Super
got
Bowl.
gotta remember. Well, Matthew Stafford will be retired by the time I was thinking Matthew Stafford would be retired. That's why I didn't say that. I think Jordan Love can lead the team there. I basically said the defense. I think he'll get there. He can get there based off the defense. I feel like
I'll
the
say it
defense will
depends
have
on
to
who
carry.
team you facing. It depends
Yeah, I
on the
mean, yeah,
team you
that
facing.
too. But I believe in the Packers defense.
I do believe it, But do you, all right? You believe in the Packers defense more, or you believe the of the Green Bay Packers offense less?
Defense more. I don't think their offense is bad. I don't think they have a bad offense. I just think that their offense is not dominant. Like I
Right.
said, they don't
Like, it
have
don't
a
scare nobody.
yeah, like they don't have a
Yeah.
number one receiver, which could be scary because you don't know which receiver will ever go off. But I mean, when you look at them, I'm not scared of them. Only person I'm scared of is probably Josh Jacobs. That's it.
Well, Micah Parsons.
Yeah, but I said the whole defense for the Packers in general has been good though.
Yeah.
I don't. I mean, of course, I don't know now because they did make got rid of some people, but for the most part, their whole defense has been good.
Yeah, I feel you on that. Yeah, I just when I just look at Jordan Love, I just don't see him as like when I look at Love, I feel like something missing with him. There's something missing. I don't think that I do believe that he's going to be a good quarterback, no doubt about it. I think he's a good quarterback. I think he's shown some stuff throughout this time being a starter since he took over the starter with Aaron Rodgers that he can compete. But he hasn't really shown me that, like, in the brightest lights, when it's really the brightest, can he show up? You know what I mean? It hasn't been shown that he hasn't really been showing up. I mean, the only time we saw him showing up in the playoffs for real, was when they faced Dallas and they beat the pants off them. But that's
Yeah.
Dallas. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? And so, like, I don't even know if they won a playoff game this year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know what I mean? I feel like that Jordan Love will always be in the loop in the NFC picture because of that defense. Because the defense is going to make the defense going to make that team relevant, in the mix. But when it comes down to it, those top teams ain't really going to be scared of the Green Bay Packers. They're going to be looking at them like, okay, all right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so I mean, because of Jordan Love, and so like, and then I don't really see a lot of improvement with Jordan Love's game. You know what I mean? Like I see a little bit, but not as much. You know what I mean? I think he's not. I mean, he's different than what he was before. But I need to see more Jordan Love. You know what I mean? I think that Love, um, he got some potential, but I don't see him like beating Patrick Mahomes in a game. I don't see him beating Lamar Jackson in a game. You know what I mean? We have yet to see him beating Jalen Hurts. He's he's
Mhm.
he's 0 for 4. I think 0 for 5 against him. You know what I'm saying? So like, I don't know. Like when it comes to Jordan Love, I don't see him beating those type of guys, those type of quarterbacks. You know what I mean? To make me think that when the lights are the brightest, you know what I mean, that he can deliver because he hasn't shown it throughout the season. You feel me? So
I mean, I think he got a good amount of years left, so we'll see if he can make a jump.
yeah, yeah,
But
absolutely.
yeah, I mean, oh, you go ahead, bro.
No, go you good, good, bro.
Oh, you go. I ain't nothing to say.
Oh, all right. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I just feel like the Big Red Packers, they got a good quarterback. Like when they paid him all that money, I feel like he wasn't deserve all that money. They paid him what, like
Mm,
4 million. I mean, like 4 years, 200 and like nearly $265 million. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me.
yeah,
But
yeah, that is true.
And ever since then, because I think he signed that contract not last year, but the year before last. And ever since then, he hasn't shown that he can be that guy that can stand out and say, "Oh, listen here, I'm in the mix. Not just Philly, not just the Rams. You know what I mean? But me. You feel what I'm saying? Not just Chicago. But me. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It's like with Love, I don't. I don't see him as that threat. As that threat or that guy that would be like, all right, I'm going to take this NFC. You know what I mean? I'm going to lead my team to the Super Bowl. But I'm telling you this right now. If somehow, some way, the Giants, not Giants, Green Bay, wind up going to the Super Bowl, is because of what you said, because of the defense. You know what I mean? And not only the defense, that Jordan Love made the right plays at the right time. You know what I mean? And
Hmm.
so that's the only way I'll probably see it. And the people that's hurt, that's the only way I can see Jordan Love going to the Super Bowl, because I don't see him going to the bowl at all. But I mean, he got more years left. I think he was 20. He's 20. What? Uh,
Probably like 27.
yeah, 27. So I mean, you add that. That's about like how many years he got left in the in his tank? Probably like
Probably at least probably 6 at least.
6 more years. So I
At
mean,
least I think he could play the 33 at least.
33. Yeah, he's 27.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's
he can
27.
play to at least 33
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah, like to 30, 31. So I mean, yeah, he got some time left, but when it comes to like being the elite class and you know what I mean, and beating those guys, I don't think that he'll ever be elite. You know what I mean? And so I guess we both agree on that. Let us know what you think
Yeah.
about Jordan Love. Do you think Jordan Love is an elite type quarterback? And do you think that the Jordan Love can lead the Green Bay Packers one day to a Super Bowl or possibly win the Super Bowl? Let us know in your comment below on the super chats. Get involved with the conversation. We love to always talk to y'all and engaging with y'all. That being said, we're going to continue about the NFL topic, and we're going to move
Mhm.
on to the New England Patriots. Now, the New England Patriots has definitely been a real hot topic for the past like week or so, or something like that, about Mike Vrabel situation, and I want you guys to give me well, to give you ask you a question, bro. But do you think
Hey, hold
that
on,
Mike
brother. Hold on,
Vrabel?
brother.
Huh?
Before you get into it, we appreciate the likes. If you viewing, we appreciate y'all double tapping, hitting that like button, subscribing, and just comment. So we appreciate it.
If you
But go
watching
ahead,
this,
brother.
if you're on, make sure you subscribe to our channel. Make sure you subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. And we thank y'all for the likes and stuff like that. We appreciate everything. And make sure you get involved into the conversation as well on the live chat. But yeah, though, when we were talking about Mike Vrabel situation,
Mhm.
do you think that he'll step down as head coach? And if so, how will it affect the New England Patriots as a whole?
No, I don't think he's gonna step down.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
don't. I can't see him stepping down. I don't think they don't really have much on him to step down. I think of course they could try to make an example out of him, but I don't think they are. I think he'll still have his job. If anything, if he was to step down, I think it affects them as far as AJ Brown. I don't think AJ would want to go there without Mike Vrabel. But it's always a replacement out there for Mike Vrabel. So if he was to step down, I'm pretty sure there's a replacement for him. I don't think it's going to be better than him though, because he went to that team in his first year and took him to the Super Bowl. If I'm not mistaken,
Yeah, you're right. No,
wasn't
his
that his
first
first year?
year. His first year.
Yeah, his first year. And also, he's a defensive coach, so he got that defense right. So I don't think you're gonna replace the mind and what he puts into the organization, but the Patriots is still gonna be a good team.
Yeah, yeah. I think hmm, I feel you on that. Um,
Yeah.
I think with the situation, I think it's kind of 50-50 right now. He can step down and he probably um I think probably if he does step down, I don't think he's gonna step down for too long or something like that. Um
Mhm.
I don't know. I think the whole situation with him is just very weird. Very, very weird. It was very tampering and stuff. I mean, because at the end of the day, he got to go before the NFL commissioner and all that type of stuff to deal with all that crap.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And the tampering with AJ Brown stuff and the fact that, he wasn't happy and stuff like that. I mean, I don't know if it was fake news or fake reports, but what it does is not a good, I'll say this, is not a good look when you're with a reporter that's one of the biggest reporters, and and you're having a relationship with her, and your main topic is AJ Brown, and you're making up stories for her to say,
Mhm.
oh yeah, AJ Brown's not happy. AJ Brown don't want to be in Philly. AJ Brown hates the Eagles fans. Like try to, make, a story to justify, you know what I mean? Like the main topic that everybody's been talking about is AJ Brown. And according to AJ Brown, in his camp, he was like, he don't care, he don't matter, whatever is saying that's going on, it's not true. He loves the fans. He loves the city. And so, like, I don't know. Look, hey, look, that's what he said out of his mouth. I don't know if he's lying or
Hey,
not,
I
but I'm
see.
just saying, like,
No, 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 no. I'm not mad at you for saying that. The only thing with that is he's also been on the podcast with Julian Edelman and Gronk, and when they said you're gonna be a future Patriot, the man looked at the camera and winked. So as much as he's been saying he loves the Eagles and all that, he's been flirting with the Patriots. He's been flirting with the idea of him being on the Patriots for a little minute now. Feels like.
you're right.
So,
I
but you
mean,
go
that's
ahead,
cool
bro.
and all, but I was saying, I mean, that's cool and all, but it's like it still doesn't give a good look, like when it comes to Mike Grable and Dana situation, when she's covering the story. You get what I'm saying? When she's covering the story, we don't know what type of stuff they're talking behind the scenes. You know what I mean? And then on top of all that, AJ Brown still talks to Mike Grable, if I'm not mistaken. So whatever he's taught, AJ Brown is saying to Mike Grable, he basically telling the girl, and the girl's reporting.
Yeah. But to see, the only thing with that is no proof.
There's
We
no
don't have
proof.
no proof. We can say that. We there's no proof that Mike Vrabel gave is a part of that. Like if anything, that takes away from the integrity of her. But it doesn't really take away from the integrity of him because you can't prove that he said anything to her about AJ Brown. You can't prove it. We can speculate it, but you can't prove it.
I get all that, but is it fair to say that it's a bad look on general?
I think it's a bad look as far as him having a wife and kids and being caught with another woman. I think it's a bad look in terms of that. But in terms of just football, it looks bad. I do agree that it looks bad, but again, it's all speculations. You feel me? It's all speculations,
Yeah,
but it do look bad. I agree with you that it do look bad.
I feel you. I mean, yeah, absolutely. I mean, when it comes to the kids and the wife, that's definitely bad. You know what I mean? I mean, because the family goes first. You know what I mean? But I think as football wise, especially when I guess Mike said it publicly, constantly, that he would love to have AJ Brown back. That they talk a lot, and this, that, and the third, and whatever that Danny Garcini was saying in the reports, because she was saying a lot. She was saying a lot about AJ Brown. And so that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, bro. It's like the reports that she said, that just don't that just she just didn't make that stuff up. Like, it's no
Mm-hmm.
way. You get what I'm saying? It's no way that she made that stuff up, or she probably did, but try to twist it around. Cause you know how the media is. They do stuff and they twist stuff. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
AJ probably not meant to say it that way, but the reporters or media like to switch it, like to make you say that you meant to say this thing, but you actually said that. But that's not the case.
yeah,
You get what I'm saying? Yeah, you're right. I think at the end of the day, it's all speculation. And the fact of the matter is, AJ Brown ain't gonna say nothing. And I think that's a calm move from him. I think, me personally, because I feel like that we deserve the truth. We deserve the truth.
Mhm.
Why are you hiding your feelings? You know what I mean? The season is over. It's over. Like nobody's playing right now. Like everything is on the verge now that you about to leave. Everything basically is in place that you're about to leave. Less than 3 weeks. Like you know what I mean? It's less than a month now. You know what I mean? And
He ain't
so,
leaving, bro.
huh?
So he not leaving, bro. I feel like if he was gonna leave, bro, he would have already left. He's not going nowhere.
Somebody AJ Brown?
Oh no, I saw Mike Vrabel.
Oh, no, I was talking about AJ Brown.
Oh, okay, my fault, my fault.
Oh no, you good. Yeah, but I mean, yeah, I think thinking when they all said and done, I don't think Mike is going. I think Mike going to stay, because I think it's more effect on Danny than Dana than Mike a little bit. But at the same time, but I was talking
Yeah.
about like with AJ, I feel like it's over, it's finished, and so it's like we already know like what's bound to happen. You know what I mean? Like within in the coming weeks. So it's like, why would you not like? Don't we owe what? Don't we owe? Don't we deserve the truth to come out and you just say how you feel? You know what I mean? Like,
Bro, he'll come out with the truth when he retire.
or he might come out the truth when he become a patriot.
No, he can't come out with the truth when he become a Patriot because then
Why?
that risk Mike Vrabel. The truth could risk Mike Vrabel. So and that's who we want to play for. So he would have to wait till he retire. Either he retire or Mike Vrabel retire.
I just feel like that. Just a lot of like speculation, and the only person that really can clear this up is AJ Brown. That's the only person that can clear this up. But then again, it's like even if he does clear it up, people ain't gonna believe him because we don't know what's true or not. Because he's always been tiptoeing with the situation in every situation, starting back to 2 years ago. You know what I mean? With the whole passing
Mhm.
and the books and all that stuff. You know what I mean? Now I do believe that he loves Philly. I do believe that he loves the fans. I do believe that he loves the city, and I do believe that he didn't want it to leave Philly. I truly believe that. I truly believe that he didn't want to leave Philly, but I guess it just got into a situation where it was not the outside, it was the inside, and so I guess couldn't take it anymore. But I feel like us as fans, we deserve of that type of explanation of why you leaving, and so we can respect you and say, okay, all right, bro, we understand why you leaving. You know what I mean?
I think it's probably obvious why he leaving, bro.
Huh?
Stats. I think it's pretty obvious why he leaving.
Yeah, but I'd rather him
Stats.
say that.
You say you rather him say that?
Yeah,
No, I mean he basically has. He basically said it throughout the season that he wasn't getting the ball every time. That he wants to be fed the ball. He wants to be given the opportunity to make plays. He's always said it.
yeah, he
I
did.
mean his name is 1K always open. One that's his name, bro. And I feel like at least the last 2 years he hasn't been getting those targets to show that he's always open.
Yeah, but I do think that I think I'm not gonna hold you, and I'm gonna keep it a whole buck with you. I do believe that AJ Brown, talent wise, is like top five wide receivers in the league right now, like talent wise. But I do believe I said talent
Yeah.
wise, talent.
That the talent guys, that's a hard word because it's so many receivers in the league now. That's
All right,
why
top 10.
the words I top 10 for sure.
All right,
Top
cool.
five. I wouldn't say talent. I would say top five receiver. I wouldn't say talent was because talent because George Pickens has a lot of talent. You feel
All right,
me?
top 10. That's cool. I'll give you top 10.
I don't know. I say if you want to say top five, just say top five receiver. I'm cool. I can you can make the argument for top five receiver.
I
I think
can't
you can make
say
the argument for top five
I
talent.
can't say that he's top five wide receiver. That's my opinion.
No, no, I don't think so either. But I say you can make the argument though. I
Oh
think
yeah,
it's an
you can
argument
make
to
the
be made.
argument. Yeah, you definitely can make the argument, but I don't think that he's top five. He definitely top 10, no doubt about it.
Yeah,
But I'll say this, and but I'll say this though. I do feel like the way that he's in the age right now, because I mean, you gotta look at his age. I think he's 29, I believe, 29, 28, something like that. He's somewhere around that ballpark. Yeah, he's somewhere around that
yeah,
ballpark. So basically, well, like, yeah, hold on. I think he's what, like 29, uh,
28.
28. He
He's
just turned
28.
28, right?
Yeah, yeah. Nah,
No, he didn't just turn 28.
he nah he turned 29 this year or next month.
Okay, so all right, cool. So I do believe that AJ Prime is coming to an end. I do believe that. I do believe, and do you believe that?
I don't know. I don't, and the only reason I don't know, bro, is because his first 2 years with the Eagles, he had 1,400 yards, and then he got put with the with a horrible play caller and um Kevin Patullo. Then he got Kellen Moore. Oh well, before Kevin Patullo, Brian Johnson.
Right, Johnson,
Then he
right?
got Brian Johnson. That was just horrible. Then you got Kellen Moore, but we ran the ball the whole year. And then the next year we had Kevin Patullo, who was another bad offensive coordinator. So it was like he had 3 years of not really being used at his highest capability. So I don't know if his prime is done. I don't think he's out his prime. I think he's still in his prime. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't think his prime is done, but I think it's slowly deteriorating. I do believe that though, because um I do believe that he's slowly deteriorating because I mean when you look at AJ Brown, he's a one-on-one guy. Like he gets you into one-on-one situations. He ain't really a guy that just gonna beat you with the double team for real like that. You know what I'm saying? And like, I think it'd be perfect with him in the AFC because he'll beat his one-on-one matchups. But I do believe that, like I think with his game, I think his game is still tough, but I still think that he's showing some slippage at some point, like a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But I
I think
still
he
think that
more.
he's prime.
I think he more. I think he more than just a one-on-one guy. I mean, we just seen him against the Titans go against three defenders and point at him. If I'm not mistaken,
That was
that was the Titans, right?
that was the beginning of his career in the Philadelphia Eagles.
I mean, I'm just saying, though, bro. We seen that. It wasn't too long ago. I told you the last 3 years he hasn't had no. He hasn't really got nothing, no passes. Not just because of Jalen, but because that was just with the offense. The offense was horrible with Kevin Patullo and Brian Johnson, and then we ran the ball the whole season with Kellen Moore. So I can't. It's hard to really judge it based off of that. To be like he's out of his, he's not in this because he hadn't gotten the ball. We haven't been a passing offense.
But yeah, but I do think that one of the real reasons why he wants to leave Philly.
Hold on, I'll be back.
Okay, but I
Keep
do.
talking, brother.
Oh, all right, but I do feel like that. I mean, besides the whole Jalen Hurts and saga and everything like that, and that situation, I don't know their situation and stuff like that. But I do think that when it comes down to it, I think he really tired of is the is the is the not them having consistency in the offense. There's no stability. And I told you this about like a year ago during a year ago, and I was like, yeah, the Eagles are great. They're a great team, but when you get an offensive coordinator that's trash, they quickly blame him and they fire him. But then when another offensive coordinator come and he do great, he automatically get a head coaching job somewhere else. So it's never been no stability offensively since the Jalen Hurts era. You feel what I'm saying? And so I do believe that he's tired of the the um the uh the non stability on in the Philadelphia, because you don't know when you're gonna get the ball. You know what I'm saying? You don't know, like, it's always different systems. You know what I mean? And offensive coordinator have a different vision than somebody else, but their vision may not fit the way that you play your game or your style of football. You know what I'm saying? And the other one probably do, and but then the other one leaves because y'all succeeded, and then the next one come, and then he doesn't fit your criteria of your play style. That fits his scheme. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that he's done. I really think that he really got sick and tired of the limbo, because it was always like a good offensive coordinator, then a bad one, a good one, then a bad one, a
Mhm.
good one, then a bad one. It was never no consistency. You feel me? So I feel like that
Yeah,
was like I feel like that was really like kind of like the main thing with AJ Brown, is like there was no stability on that offense whatsoever, and that right there, if that is the true, well, I truly believe that, but I think that that's what happened and why he's leaving, and I don't blame him
yeah.
for
So
that.
that's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say, yeah. I was gonna say you basically kind of answered your own question. Like we all say why, but we all know the reason why. You feel me? We all know the reason why.
Yeah,
I mean I understand that you just want him to confirm it, but if he has any if he still has any love for Jalen Hurts, I don't think he will, because I feel like part of it is Jalen's fault too. I mean, yeah, we did have horrible play calling for sure, but Jalen hasn't been a elite passer. He's been an elite winner, but he hasn't been an elite passer. So I feel like you have to throw the coaches, the offensive coordinators under the bus. You got to probably throw Nick underneath the bus, and you have to throw Jalen under the bus, in my opinion, in order to really give you clarity.
see, the thing about with Jalen, it's kind of a iffy situation with him, because it's like with
Hmm.
him, it's like on one hand, yeah, I understand, I get it, but on the other hand, it's like this guy had been through a lot. This guy dealt with so much schemes and so much system, and it was not like he never had no, like, he had no foundation.
Now I understand that, brother, but he's not the only one. Jalen Hurts is not the only offensive player that had to go through different changes.
Yeah, but he's the quarterback.
Yeah,
He's the face of
yeah,
that
he is the
team.
quarterback, bro. He is the quarterback for sure, but he's not the only person who has to go through change, bro.
I
Everybody has
mean,
to work
yeah.
together.
I mean, yeah. But I think what they said is pretty hard for. I think out of all of them, the quarterback is the hardest because he has to learn that stuff.
They all got to learn it though. That's what I'm saying, though, bro. I mean, yeah, you can say it's the hardest for the quarterback, but at the end of the day, playing quarterback is playing quarterback. You still got to read the field. No
Yeah.
matter what the scheme is, it's all the same fundamentals.
But I don't feel like that
You
he
still
got the
gotta.
opportunity. I don't feel like he had the opportunity to develop himself as a quarterback.
See, I think he did develop as a quarterback.
I don't,
I
because if
think
you
I
did,
think
because if you did, you want to make stupid plays like you did before. You were able to read defense. You know what I'm saying? You in year 7, bro. How do you not know how to read defense?
I mean, I think
I'm just
Jalen does
saying,
know how to read a defense. I think
huh?
I think he knows how to read a defense.
Not
I
what
think
I
he knows how to
saw.
read a defense. I think he knows how to read a defense, bro. I think he just makes mistakes, bro.
Well, it's mistakes that that you just don't make. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, we know that you can't find somebody, or whatever the case may be, you can't find a wide open guy. Sometimes it's just simple to just throw the open guy. You know what I mean? Like like it's gonna be times where you pick out a play, and the play that you pick, like say if you decide to give the play was for Devontae Smith, shotgun. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And you get into that play or whatever the case may be, and Devontae is covered. What you gonna do? Throw the ball away or try to force it to the to Smitty? No, you find the
Yeah,
open guy,
you know.
huh?
I said you know what he gonna do.
I said no. You find the open guy. You know what I mean? You find the open guy. You know what I mean? And you go into it. Sometimes your first read ain't there.
Right, bro. But I mean, I think that's something that he should already know how to do though. See the thing
Right? That's what I'm
with Reed,
saying.
like but I don't think that's a developing thing. Like I don't think he it's not because he hasn't had the chance to develop. Reading should come as you from playing. It's just not just based off of schemes. You should be able to read a defense no matter what. That's just the truth. No matter what scheme you in, reading the defense is reading the defense. It's
That's not
like
every
reading a book,
quarterback.
bro.
That's not every
No,
quarterback.
it
Every
is.
quarterback can't read a
It is every
defense.
quarterback.
Not
But
every
that's
quarterback
every
can read a
quarterback
defense.
if you're a starter in the league, yes, you can. Every if you're a starter
I
in
don't
this
think
league,
so, bro.
you have to know how to read it. You have to know how to read a defense. No,
I mean, you
whether
have to, but I don't
it's
think. No, go ahead.
I was gonna say you have to have shown some capabilities of reading the defense. You just had to, bro. I mean, most all these quarterbacks is played. Most players of these quarterbacks that started played at a high level in college. So from there, you develop on reading defenses from college. Once you get to the NFL, of course, it's different. It's a different speed. But once you
107.
so it's like he's gotten all those reps where he should know how to read a defense at this point. He done seen every defense go against him.
It's just not elite.
No, you're right. It's not elite. I don't think it's elite, but he knows how to read a defense.
It needs to get better.
But again, I don't look at Jalen Hurts as an elite passer, so that's why I feel like he's probably not a elite at reading because he's not elite at passing.
I think it's time for Jalen Hurts to expand his horizons.
Yeah, bro. I mean, he got time, so we'll see this year.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, but that moves on to my next topic. We was talking about the AJ Brown and the Patriots, but let's talk about team down in California. Down in California. Now, I have a question. What's the best fit for Brandon Ayuk, like team? Why? Because I know we all know
Um,
he about to let go. He get let go for the 49ers. So, yeah, what do you think?
I mean, his best team is probably no team. I mean, I don't think
Damn.
he should be in the league. I mean, if I had to pick a team, I feel like the only team that he possibly would be able to work with is the Commanders. I think he's already said that he wants to play with Jaden Daniels because they played in college together. So I think that would be the only team that I could see him possibly being on. Other than that,
Hmm.
is he's kind of giving me like the same vibes as like Antonio Brown, just not as well. But as far as just like quitting on your team and not showing up and all that, it's kind of like giving me like Antonio Brown's.
Hmm. Hmm.
I don't think any
Well,
team really wants to deal with. with that.
So
Like
Brandon Ayuk.
we talked about earlier, we talked about Stephon Diggs and how teams might not want to deal with him being a diva and all that. But I feel
Mm.
like Brandon Ayuk has been worse than Diggs. Like Brandon Ayuk is not showing up. He like is Brandon Ayuk is crazy. It's kind of like Ben Simmons.
Not
That's what
showing
he
for
is,
work,
bro.
but getting you paid, getting your money.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro.
Mm. Well, you said Commanders. I mean, I think Brandon Ayuk is still a good wide receiver. I don't think he's elite, but I think he's a good wide receiver. Um, I think the best team he'll probably. I think he should go
Mm,
probably the Tennessee Titans. You know what I mean? I think that's a
I,
team that. What
I don't really like
you
that.
said? No. You said you don't like that.
I don't like it. No, I feel like
Oh, how about? Oh, how about?
it's not
I
because
mean,
Brandon
that's
Ayuk is
one.
not a like if we just talking about just like his play style, then yeah, I can see it being cool. But just off his attitude, I don't think that you want to pair him with a young quarterback, a young up and coming quarterback like Cam Ward. You know, where if things go wrong for the Titans, the man can just not show up to work or just
Mm.
be on his tight time. I don't think he want that for an up and coming team. That's
I mean, well, that's what I'm saying. Like that's what I'm saying. We don't know the type of mental state he gonna be in. Like, he might come into this, like, for a team and act right. Come in on time or whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? We don't know what's going to happen because I mean everything kind of flashed down before his eyes because of his actions. Lost his contract, got hurt, about to get released.
Mm.
I mean, what? I mean, how low can you go? I mean, bro, how low can you
All right,
go, bro,
well,
and then learn your lesson? You feel me? Like, I mean, you gotta learn something. You know what I mean? Throughout all that,
I don't think he is though, bro. I really don't. I feel like
I
he
hope
doing
he
what he want.
does. Damn. Well, I mean, I think whatever. I think talent wise, I think any. Excuse me. I think any team can make an addition with them. I think with the Tennessee Titans, probably the Saints. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Teams that
Mm,
are probably need an extra talent in their wide receiver core. I think that Brandon you can fit that team, but it's just a matter of the attitude part, if they want to deal with it or not. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah.
But same thing with George Pickens. Who you think was the best fit for him?
That's actually a hard one because I feel like George Pickens would be a good number one somewhere. Um, mm, that's hard, bro. Yeah, I really feel like the Cowboys is such a good fit for him.
Yeah,
I feel like
it looks a
George
good
Pickens is one
fit.
of those. Yeah, it just seems like he's just a good fit with him and CeeDee Lamb, and just his attitude being like it just fits. But if not Dallas, um, before I would have said Cleveland, but Cleveland just drafted two receivers, so I can't really see that no more. Um, I would say maybe the Colts since they got rid of Michael Pittman,
Hmm.
or maybe even the 49ers getting rid of Mike Evans. Oh, I'm not
Mm.
49ers, Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay
That's what I was gonna
getting rid of Mike
say.
Evans.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say Tampa. I think Tampa would be a great pick for a great fit for him. You had that sensation wide receiver rookie war, and you add him to the mix. I think that'll spread the
Mhm.
football completely. You know what I mean with George and that boy Iboka, and um, I think that'll be a good fit for him. Especially with Baker
Mhm.
Mayfield, got experience, got a great arm, and all that type of stuff. Got a great defense. You know what I mean? I think they add George Pickens into the mix. I don't know, bro. We may be talking about them winning the division. Know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I think as the scariest team for him to go to would be the Rams.
I don't see them
I
going
think
there.
oh I can see them trading George Pickens and getting Devontae Adams back. Or not back, but getting Devontae Adams. I can see that happening for sure.
But George Pickens,
Yeah, I mean Devontae Adams about to retire.
you gonna
So
let
you
go
give
more
them
than
you
just
give them
Devontae Adams.
I mean of course you're gonna give up picks too. But I think Devontae Adams probably would be included in the in there, and then you would have a tandem of Puka and George Pickens, who I think is two of the most talented receivers in the game right now.
That could be a nice fit for him. I think Tampa and Tampa, um, yeah, Tampa and the Rams. But yeah, because we already know that George is not going to stay for Green Bay, so we're going to stay in tune about what's going to happen with Green Bay. I mean Dallas. He ain't going to stay with Dallas, so yeah, because we already know Dallas ain't going to pay him that money. So we're going to stay in tune about what's going on. If they decide to trade him early, if they try to trade him during the season, because we already know that he's not going to stay at Dallas for long. But that's something to monitor at. But if we just throwing hypothetically teams that be best fit for those type of wide receivers, the talent and with their scheme and all that type of stuff. So yeah, so we definitely going to monitor that and all that. But that's something to stay tuned as. But we got one last topic. You know what I mean, people? We
Hmm.
got one last topic, and we can't shut down this show without talking about the NBA. We can't. We just can't. And so, you know, NBA has been going crazy. Second round has been going real crazy. Um, and you're thinking, bro, what is your takeaway for what you've seen so far, and what do you expect for tonight's matchup tonight?
Been exciting. I mean, as from really all the games, um,
Mm,
I think you're seeing some things you're not expecting, like the Timberwolves. It wasn't expected for a lot of people, but you. So you're seeing things like that. Then you're seeing things like you do expect, like the Thunder. So I think, but it's been good battles. It's been good battles so
right.
far. Um, as far as what do I expect today from tonight's game, the Sixers game, I actually have no idea what to expect. With Joel Embiid being ruled out, that changes a lot.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, the good thing is Tyrese Maxey and VJ has also they already beat the Knicks without Joel Embiid this season 2 times. So I feel like Tyrese Maxey is just gonna have to be the Tyrese Maxey show. It's gonna be the Maxey show today in order for them to win the VJ Max show. Because Maxey's gonna have to show up, VJ's gonna have to show up, and Paul George is gonna have to show up. Not only do they have to show up, but the whole team has to play just better
I
overall.
remember basketball.
So
Right.
it's gonna be interesting. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. That game's gonna be pretty interesting. So I don't know what to expect, and I'm not really happy about Dem Bona's gonna be out there. So I don't know who Bona is gonna be able to guard because the Knicks centers are all feel like 7 feet tall, at least 6'11". And Mitchell Robinson and Karl Anthony Towns and Dem Bona is only like 5'10". So they're gonna baby him. But as far as the Spurs and the Timberwolves, I do expect the Spurs to win. I expect for them to have a game plan to get Wimby open. I think yes or 2 days ago, y'all did a good job of shutting Wimby down. But I don't think you should bet on stopping Wimby every game. I feel like Wimby's gonna find a way to get open around Ruby Gobert. So I do expect. I think it's gonna be a good game though. I do think it's gonna be a good game, but I don't see the Spurs losing at home twice in a row.
I feel you on that. Okay. Um. Well, I ain't gonna lie. My takeaway from the NBA has been very um interesting. You know what I mean? I think, when you talk about these 3-1 blow leads, that teams that could have, shut those great teams down. Um, and they didn't get the opportunity, or they didn't, or they had the opportunity, but they didn't shut them down. I think that's, very surprising to me. I think that the Detroit game and the Cavaliers game is going to be series is very going to be interesting. I think it's going to be a back and forth type battle. It might go to 6, it might go to 7, but I expect a dogfight with those two teams, especially because they're the top 5 in the Eastern Conference, and so yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Um, I expect the Lakers to get trashed by the Thunder. I mean, that's no different. I told you, if Luka was not playing, you know what I mean. They probably made it interesting, but Luka's not in the
Mhm.
picture. I know. I read that he's somewhere in Germany or back in his country, doing treatment or
Yeah.
some stuff, something like that. So yeah, it's no way that he's gonna come back. So so you can add him out the equation. So they might go on a sweep with the Lakers, or it might end in 5. I don't know. Maybe the Lakers might take one. But my what I expect tonight. Um, well, it's kind of unfortunate that Joel is got ruled out. Um, but like you said, they beat them twice, and they did it the Knicks twice, and they did it without Joel. Um, what to
Mhm.
expect? I expect the Sixers to come out swinging. Y'all got your ass whooped last time in game 1, and they need to come out swinging and hard, and they stop, and they don't need the and don't push the brakes. They need to keep going. What y'all did
Oh
with the
yeah.
Boston
Also,
Celtics. Oh,
yeah. I would say also. I don't know if this is true or not, but I did see that a post that said Nick Nurse had to go to a funeral for his
yeah, that's
brother.
true.
So I do think okay. So I do think that's gonna be like extra motivation for the Sixers to want to get a win. But go ahead, brother.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, of course. Yeah. So yes, that's what I'm saying. I feel like that Philly is gonna come strong tonight, real strong tonight. The way they went down the game 1 was definitely embarrassing, terrible, and they didn't play hard. Um, I think a lot of it had to do was because they were really tired. They looked like they were tired. They just got off a 7-game wins series with the Boston Celtics, and then they had to turn around and play them on less than 2 days and a half. You know what I mean, like a day and a half. So they really had no rest
Mhm.
for real. So they really exhausted. But I think they're right now they're locked in, they loaded. It might be a close game. I don't know, but I do see the Sixers probably winning probably about 8 to 10 points or something like that. I do believe that VJ
Mhm.
and all them guys they're gonna step up to the plate. And this is a very important game because if they don't win this game, um, um, we may have an early sweep. Not early sweep, but like you know what I mean. Like it probably be over at game 5 or game 6. You know what I mean? So you gotta
Uh,
show these Knicks that huh?
I don't know about that. I think yeah, I can't even say that because we came back from 3-1 against Boston. So I don't know.
And we don't push your luck, man. Yeah, don't push your
No, I'm
luck
not
now.
pushing my luck, bro. I'm not pushing my luck, bro. But after seeing that, bro, I think anything is possible.
Well, you don't want to put yourself in that type of predicament. That's what I'm saying to you.
I mean, bro, we're not going to put ourselves in that predicament. But I'm just saying, just in
I
general.
hope not. I hope not. But you know what I mean. But I'm just saying it. But I'm just saying, I just feel like that this is a this got to be a statement game for the Sixers. Now you gotta let these Knicks know that, like, you know, we ain't the Hawks. We the Sixers. And you're not gonna roll down like you did with them to us. It's gonna be a dog fight. You know what I mean? So I think this is a statement. This got to be a statement game for the Sixers. And I believe they're gonna deliver tonight. As far as the Timberwolves go, Wolves. Let's go Wolves all the way. You know, um, it's gonna be another tough game too. My man Ant Man's back. So we got our team up intact. But like I said, I think the Spurs tonight is gonna come with extra motivation because the loss that they took in game one. Do I believe they're gonna win? Possibly. But as long as they keep doing what they're doing, finding ways to stop Wimbyama, that's hard to do. But I think they have enough big men to really to create distractions for him, to create blocks, and to create turnovers. They have enough big men to do that. So they need to be focused. Um, so we can take game two and go back to our fan base in Minnesota and light it up. You know what I'm saying? And so it ain't gonna be an easy game tonight. I can't say we're gonna win, but all I say is this is gonna be a fight. I tell you that it's definitely gonna be a heavyweight fight tonight because I know the Spurs trying to tie this series up because they cannot go down 0-1, 0-2 because if they go 0-2, they know it's over. But I think it's over regardless. Whether they tie 1-1 or it's 0-2, it's over regardless. So, go Wolves and bring this home. All right. So yeah. That's how my takeaway from these NFL the NBA playoffs stuff.
Dang, bro. We're gonna see some. we're
He
gonna see some
like
exciting basketball
he
tonight.
said after fan talking.
Yeah, bro. I just let you have it, bro.
Hey, look, you was out there cheering for your Sixers and all that. Look here. I don't want the Knicks to win any more than you do, bro. I hate the Knicks. So I'm cheering for y'all to get it done. 'Cause I don't want to see the Knicks in the Eastern Conference again for the second time in a row. I hate the
Hmm.
Knicks. I'm cheering for y'all too.
Bro.
So I mean, you should cheer for us too, at least.
I don't know if y'all gonna win though, bro. It's not, I'm not
Come
mad if y'all do win. I'm not mad if y'all win. I like the time. I like Ant Man. It's just that I don't know because of Wimby.
It's not Wimby time. It's our time,
It might be.
and we're gonna prove that. Everybody saying that, then we ain't gonna win. It's all right. We want the Thunder.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
Period.
yeah. I was gonna say even if you do win, you still got to go through the Thunder. So that's the
That's
only
fine.
point.
That's what we want. That's what we want.
That's the thing. It's not fun though. It's not fun to put in, and you better hope that the Lakers can win a game against them because if the Thunder get another sweep, they just gonna have all that time to rest.
Well, I can't worry about other people's series. We got to worry at one game at a time. You know what I mean? And right now we're focused on tonight. We're focused on the Spurs. We're focused on getting that victory, find a way to win. I can't focus on the Lakers. I can't focus on that type of series because we ain't got to that point yet. One game at a time. That's our mentality. That's what we're gonna go by. That's what we're gonna stick by. One game at a time. That's it, brother.
All right. Well, I mean, you heard it here first, y'all. One game at a time. I mean, Hopefully, your team get that win. Hopefully, I mean, actually not today though. I don't hope for them to get that win today. 'Cause, I got it in my ticket that they gonna lose. So
Yeah.
hopefully they lose today, but they can win all the other games.
Mm,
You know,
man, it's rough,
cool, brother.
but it's all right. It's all right though. But
Yeah.
yeah, we cover
That was
all.
all the topic.
Huh? Yeah, that
I
was
said, yeah,
that's
that's all the topics.
yeah. That's every single last
Yeah.
one of them. Yeah, so
Yep.
we got done. Every last topics. We want to thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for the likes. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the channel, to this channel. Make sure you share it to somebody. Spread the word. We love having you around. We love having you here every single time that we on. We don't take it for granted. Tune in on Friday. We're gonna be here Friday, same place, same time, 3 o'clock. Um, you know, start off the end of the week, on
Mhm.
Friday, start with a new week. And end of the week, started with a new week. And so we appreciate all the love and support and keep it going. And let's continue to build. You guys have a wonderful Wednesday, wonderful evening. It was 5 o'clock, almost 5 o'clock right now. And you guys have a wonderful
Yeah,
evening. Take care, be safe. And you already know this is the Word Sports Podcast. This is your boy Manny,
it's Sean.
and we out. Peace. Blessings to y'all. Take care,
Yes,
y'all.
sir. All right, y'all.